Another aspect of brushing, the technique. How do we do it? And is there a recommended time? Because I hear people say, oh, well, you're supposed to brush your teeth at least 3 minutes, or it shouldn't be anything shorter than that. So can we just go through the technique very briefly? So
basically, the key thing to remember is always take your time to brush your teeth.
Okay.
Don't be in a hurry. I know some of our patients come to the clinic and say, well, in the morning I'm very tired.
Yeah.
I'm,
You're rushing.
I'm rushing to work. I don't have.
Yep.
So it's good to take your time. 3 to 5 minutes.
Okay.
Would be, adequate,
All
because that will ensure that you thoroughly brush your teeth.
Your teeth, yeah.
Yes, and it's important to brush your teeth in circular motion, slowly, gently, on all the surfaces of your teeth, including the back, going all the way, and then you go inside the mouth. We call it the buccal surface. Yeah. Then you have the palatal surface. Then you have the occlusal surface. Occlusal surface is where the upper teeth and the lower teeth meet.
Yeah. Okay.
Because there are grooves there where food and bacteria can, get dislodged and cause dental caries. So it's important to brush all the surfaces of your teeth.
Okay.
And then, of course, there are people who are left-handed. Those who are right-handed.
Right-handed, yes.
So the ones who are right-handed would tend to brush this side more.
More, true.
Yeah.
You're right.
So as dentists, when they come to the clinic, you'd actually see more abrasion on the left side if they're left-handed.
Yeah.
So it's important to ensure that you have equal brushing, and especially all the surfaces of your teeth.
Okay. Yeah, all right. And then what about the tongue? Because there's some people who say, oh, well, you are not supposed to brush your tongue every day or every time you brush your teeth. Is that true or not?
Well, you're supposed to brush your tongue at least once a day.
Okay.
Yeah, not too much, because the tissues on the tongue are very soft.
Yes.
If you brush your tongue after every meal, you're exposing your teeth to abrasion, to wear, and it can actually cause ulceration, because they're actually salivary glands that are on the upper surfaces of the tongue.
Okay.
So you don't want to injure them and cause other health problems.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you also alter your taste buds? People say that, like, the more you brush on your tongue, you tend to alter with your taste bud, and then years later, you will never ever have like the actual taste of food or whatever it is that you put in your mouth.
Well, the good thing with the tongue is that just like the gum, or what you call the gingiva, has a high reparative capacity. So there's a way the tongue repairs itself. But of course, if the amount of force and the duration of brushing of the tongue becomes much larger, you tend to lower that capacity to regenerate. So you don't want to end up having, ulcerations and alteration of taste bud, because as we've seen, even mouthwashes can actually cause, alteration of taste sensation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's important to be a bit gentle, because these are very fragile tissues.
Okay.
And you don't want to cause any injuries.
Okay.
Yes.
So wait, so what are you saying in terms of, as far as, because I was about to ask you,